What if I told you you can get an Italian Soul, turbocharged performance, and more interior room than some compact SUVs for under $10,000? In a world where car prices are still absolutely insane, finding a vehicle that is unique, practical, and affordable feels like searching for a needle in a haystack.
Today, we're looking at a car that is often misunderstood, but undeniably unique. This is the 2014 Fiat 500L Trekking. Now, don't let the 500 in the name fool you. This isn't a tiny city car you see parallel parking in spaces for motorcycles. This is the L, which, if you haven't guessed it already, literally stands for large. We are looking at a specific example today with 107,000 kilometers on the odometer. Listed for just $10,000, it is the Trekking trim. This isn't just any color spec. This is the classic two-tone setup, black with the white roof. It's a tuxedo look that immediately separates it from the boring sea of gray traffic. It features a 1.4-liter turbocharged MultiAir engine, a massive panoramic glass roof, and a Beats premium audio system that sounds amazing. But the 500L has a reputation. It's known for being quirky. It's known for being different. In this video, we're going to take a deeper look into whether this European-style hatchback is the right choice for your driveway. We'll dissect the unique exterior accents and the interior quirks, and we'll have a serious talk about reliability and that 6-speed automatic transmission. Is this the bargain of the year, or just another cheap subcompact SUV? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, the styling. Fiat calls this design cab forward, but the internet calls it, well, many things. But here's the reality. Form follows function here, and this is designed to be an urban utility vehicle. Styling-wise, the Trekking trim is the most aggressive of the bunch, but the black paint elevates it. It managed to look both tough and upscale, like something you'd see in a VIP motorcade. Jokes aside, take a look at this front end. You have these rugged lower bumpers with satin silver accents that mimic a skid plate. On the lighter colors, the black plastic stands out like hiking boots. But on this car, it blends seamlessly into the black bodywork. This combination gives this car an off-road vibe, even though, let's be clear, this is a front-wheel drive vehicle. And these alloy wheels provide the necessary contrast to break up the silhouette. If this car was any other color, I'd say it looks fun. But in black, it actually looks kind of sleek. Now, let's talk about this car's paint job, because it transforms the car completely. In solid black, this car can look a bit heavy, but with the white roof, it completely changes the proportions. This highlights the Fiat's floating roof design perfectly, because the pillars are blacked out, and so is the body. The roof looks like a separate white canopy floating above the car. It's a callback of the original classic 500s in the 1960s. It gives this car a lower visual center of gravity and breaks up the size of the vehicle.
Another one of the many distinct features of this car is the A-pillar. Actually, it's a double A-pillar with glass in between. It looks like a spaceship from the outside, but we'll talk about what that does for visibility when we get inside.
Around the back, the squircle theme continues. That's a square circle, Fiat's favorite shape. The taillights, the license plate housing, everything is soft edge squares. You also have the rear view camera tucked away here and the parking sensors integrated into the bumper, which is a huge plus for a car at this price point. Love it or hate it, you cannot say this car is boring. In a sea of gray crossovers, the 500L Trekking actually has a personality. Welcome to the Loft. That's literally what Fiat designers call this interior concept, and you can see why. The headroom in here is absolutely comical. The sense of space is amplified by this, the panoramic glass roof. It spans almost the entire length of the cabin, flooding the interior with light. We have premium cloth seating here. It's durable, almost neoprene feeling material that fits the rugged trekking vibe. And yes, For our Canadian winters, we have heated front seats. The controls are tucked down here on the side, a bit quirky, but they get hot fast. The steering wheel is, you guessed it, a Squircle. It's leather wrapped and feels substantial. Behind that, you have analog gauges that are easy to read. But the centerpiece is the Uconnect touchscreen infotainment system. Now, in 2014, Uconnect was arguably the best system on the market. Even today, it's responsive, you've got Bluetooth connectivity, USB inputs, and it's very intuitive. Below the screen, you have automatic climate control. It's simple, chunky knobs, so it's easily used even with gloves on. But the hidden gem of this interior, the Beats premium audio system. This isn't just a badge. We're talking about a multi-speaker system with a dedicated subwoofer in the trunk. It's punchy, bass heavy, and surprisingly clear. Okay, backseat test. This is where the L shines. These seats employ stadium seating, meaning they are mounted slightly higher than the front seats. Younger passengers get a great view of the windshield, and the adults enjoy plenty of legroom because the seats slide and recline. If you have kids, this is a winning feature. Okay, let's talk mechanics. Under this tiny hood is a 1.4 liter turbocharged MultiAir 4-cylinder engine. It produces around 160 horsepower and 184 pounds of torque. That sounds small, but the torque figure is actually healthy. Here's what you need to know about MultiAir. It's a brilliant piece of technology that uses oil pressure to variably control the intake valves. It optimizes power and efficiency. However, it makes the engine sensitive to oil quality. So that's something that must be handled on time regularly. And the Carfax on this one shows a good maintenance history.
Now, the transmission. This listing specifies a 6-speed automatic transmission. In 2014, Fiat used a Euro twin clutch transmission for most of these, though a traditional automatic was phased in later. The twin clutch is efficient, but it feels a bit jerky at low speeds, like a manual driver learning the clutch. It's a characteristic of the car, not necessarily a defect, but you need to be aware of it.
All right, let's get this on the road. The first thing you notice, the visibility. Remember those double A-pillars? They create a panoramic view of the road. It feels like you're driving a fishbowl in the best way possible. You can literally see everything, which makes city driving incredibly easy. The 1.4 turbo has a bit of lag off the line, but once you hit about 2,500 RPM, the turbo wakes up and it pulls hard. It's got that Italian eagerness. It wants to rev. The trekking suspension is a bit stiffer than you might expect. It handles corners surprisingly flat for a tall car. It's not a sports car, but it's not a boat either. It feels planted. On the highway, it settles down nicely. The 6-speed automatic keeps the revs reasonable. Road noise is there. It's a boxy car that pushes air, but the Beats audio drowns that out easily. The ride height gives you a commanding view of the traffic, almost like a small SUV.
Parking is a breeze. It's short, and with the rear view camera and parking sensors, you can get into tight urban spaces that a CR-V or RAV4 would struggle with. This is where the 500L trekking makes the most sense as an urban warrior.
So, is the 2014 Fiat 500L trekking worth $10,000? If you're looking for a Toyota Corolla, this isn't for you. This car requires a bit more involvement. You need to care about the maintenance. You need to accept the quirky styling. But look at what you get. You get a car with 107,000 kilometers, which is low for the year, that is also packed with features. Heated seats, panoramic roof, Beats audio, turbo power. You are getting an Italian mini MPV that is practical, fun to drive, and totally unique.
If you're a student, a small family in the city, or just someone who refuses to drive a boring beige sedan, this trekking offers incredible value for the money. Just keep that oil clean and enjoy the La Dolce Vita.
If you want to check this vehicle out, book a test drive, or learn more, hit the link in our bio or come see us right here in Belle River. We'll help with financing, trade-ins, and everything else you might need. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.